How's it going? I'm Jason. We're going on an 800-mile journey in my electric car. We are leaving at 8:35 a.m. Pacific time. I got a Polestar 2, and if I charge to 100%, which we're not going to do on the trip, it gets 250 miles of range. Going to 80% gives us about 200. So we're supposed to be hitting 6 charging stops on the way. I think it was either 6 or 7. And it's supposed to take us about 13 and a half hours. I do this drive pretty frequently in my Tesla or my Ford Bronco. And I took the Bronco recently. I thought it might be faster. However, while I didn't stop at charging stops, I ended up stopping, for gas a lot. But then also, while you're getting gas, you kind of, well, we'll talk about it later when I'm not driving. So we left at 8:35, and we're coming from Southern California. Our first stop is going to be in about 2 hours. We should be at 22%. It's a Electrify America charging station. And yeah, let's see how it goes. Power! Alright, we're coming up to our first charging stop. It estimated originally 22%. We're at 34. I have 80 miles of range right now. There's another charging station about 60 miles away. I was thinking about trying to make it there, but I decided to play it safe and stop here, use the restroom. So it's 10:30 now, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, we're charging now. We should get up to 150 kilowatt. Let's see if we get there. Yep. Gonna get a little bit more, but max is 150. So we come over here, and it says we're here. It says we want to charge to at least 89% to get to Las Vegas. I might stop at Baker just because it's a really cool charging station. So this is now going to show me, if I go here to charge, it usually tells you what charge you need to get to your destination. It hasn't refreshed yet, I guess. But so we're going to wait until that says at least 10% and hit the road. Alright, so we've only been charging for a few minutes. It's 10:35. As you can see, we're still getting 122 kilowatt. I'm deciding to, I switched the navigation to Baker. So I'm going to charge until it drops down, under, so maybe when I get to like 60%, I'm going to start driving to Baker. Because at 60%, that's when we see the charging speed drop a little bit. So this is actually going to help us. So by making this little extra stop, we're going to get a charge faster and spend a little bit less time driving, even though we're going to stop and do another stop. But this is an hour away. I'll stretch my legs a little bit. So this stop here is only going to turn into like a 10-minute charge. And I could technically leave now. And I think I might just leave now. Yeah, let's leave now. So in charging station, it says we're at 51%. Zero money. Been charging for 6 minutes. Let's uncharge, disconnect. Back. And let's hit the road. So we were here for 7 minutes. I just used the restroom. We got 130 miles of range at 52%. Or should get to Baker with about 22%. So I'll see you in Baker. Alright, it's 11:28. I just got to Baker, and we're going to start charging here in a second. It says it's initiating. There we go, charging. Alright, so we got something funky going on here. So for our next stop, it wants us to go all the way here past St. George. So it wants us to charge here to 100%, and I'm not even going to make it. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to remove this stop here, and we are going to find a stop in Las Vegas. So we're gonna go, let's see the best way to do this. Yeah, we know that one. So let's go to Las Vegas Premium Outlets. That's where they are. Las Vegas. We'll type Electrify. Yeah, here we go. Let's go to that one. Alright. So this one. Yeah, we're going to go there. So I hit start. So it says we have a 15-minute charge. So we need to charge to at least 60%, 15-minute charge to get there with 10%. So yeah, it's not going to take that long. So let's see, this charge. Still's not showing the thing. I don't know why it doesn't show the thing anymore. Maybe they had an update. But so we basically just got to charge for about 15 minutes. So we've been charging 17 minutes now, just turned to 17 minutes. We have enough to get to our destination. I'm just going to charge a few minutes more, not even a few minutes more, just a second more, and then hit the road. See, it says we're going to get to our next stop with 13%, which I think is going to go up from there, 14%. So we've been here, 17 minutes. Let's hit the road. This is what sucks about the Electrify America network. A lot of the charging things are down. The guy on the right should be done charging soon, and hopefully we'll be in there. Just been here for a few minutes, but we're looking good. And I decided to go to a little bit further stop I was supposed to go to that they scheduled was on the Strip, and I didn't want to go on the Strip, so I'm in North Las Vegas, and we should be on a charging station pretty soon. So my biggest pet peeve is someone who charges past like the 80-90% mark, because once you get like to 60-70%, the charging starts slowing down a lot. So this guy is sitting there like charging to 100%, and so it's super slow at that speed. You might as well unplug and drive to your next destination, because you're adding such a small amount of distance per minute. It's a waste. Alright, that last stop completely sucked. It's 2:25. I was probably there for almost an hour. We've rerouted to Mesquite. I was having trouble charging there. It could be because of the heat on my car. It's saying it's 114 right now, so I don't know what it really is outside, but it's hot, and I guess these Electrify America stations don't do well in the heat. So this was going to take us to St. George, Utah for our next stop, but I couldn't charge enough to get there, so we're going to stop in Mesquite, and once we get there, I'm going to charge and figure out what the next stop will be. It's either going to be St. George again if I can't get too much charge because of the heat again, or it will probably be like Beaver or something like that. We'll figure it out and go from there, but we're back on the road. A little delay, but we should be good to go. Alright, we just started charging in Mesquite, Nevada. It's 3:22. Got a good connection, getting the full 150 kilowatt. It's going down a little bit. I don't like the look of that. That's nerve-wracking. We got to charge here to about 60%, so hopefully it goes well. Okay, there was no problem charging here in Mesquite. We're at a Walmart, and let's take a look at the car. So here's the Polestar, charging away. I did some maintenance here, cleaned out the car a little bit, put in some windshield washer fluid. And so right now we're at 64 and 160 miles of range. Our next stop's in 91 miles. This should be St. George. Oh, it has us going to Cedar City. Well, I actually want to stop in St. George, so we're going to go to... I want to make a stop at Pink Box Donuts. See if it comes up. Yep, perfect. St. George, Utah. Right there. And now, before there, I believe there's an Electrify America nearby there. So let's look for that. This one. So which is first? Let's see. Might need to change the order of our stops here. Let's see. Yeah, we do. We need to go to Pink Box first. So reorder stops. Go to Pink Box first. Oh, we got plenty, so let's get out of here. All right, see, we're good to go. 67%. We're gonna get there at 42. We got tons of charge, and then right after Pink Box, a few minutes away. Then we only got a few minute charge till the next stop. So let's get out of here. Let's go unplug. So I gotta wait. So you charge for 23 minutes. Plug this thing. It's hot here. Wow. All right. That thing back. I feel like taking this off for this road trip. All right. Let's go get some donuts. All right, so we're almost at our donut stop. And it says that we could get away with not stopping for that extra charge in Washington, Utah, and go straight to Cedar City and get there with, it says 11%. We'll probably get there with a little bit more. So I guess after our donut stop, we're going to go straight to Cedar City. We've got some traffic, but Utah is definitely a beautiful city, beautiful state. All right, second stop in Utah. We're in Cedar City, I believe, and just hooked up at the charging station. Spooling up, these aren't really very fast. It says it's 350 kilowatt. I was at 1 and I only got up to 70. This one's at least giving 93. Our next stop is 132 miles away, so we got to do a pretty long charge here. I'm not sure if there's any other. Let's see if there's any other Electrify America. I'm trying to stay on Electrify America because I get free charging. Oh, look at that. We could go to Beaver. Let's go to Beaver, because since these are slower charging, we'll go to Beaver and then we can charge less. So I'm just going to run to the restroom. By the time I'm done to the restroom, we can head out to Beaver. Alright, we charged for a little bit, I think only like 15 minutes. We're going to get there with 16%. We're still going at 98 kilowatts. I'm tempted to stay a little bit longer, but I want to hit the road. So yeah, we charged for 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Let's go. Alright, I just picked up some food, stretched my legs. We're at 120 miles, 50% state of charge. Our little flag popped up, so that shows us what we should charge to get to our destination. So let's see how it's looking. So right now, if we left now, we'd get there with 8%. We want to get there with a little bit more than that, although so far we've been gaining range. So still got a fast charge, 118. Let's sit here, relax a little bit, and charge until it drops down a bit. All right, been charging 13 minutes. We'll get there with 14%. So let's unplug. We are in Sippo, and it is 8:34. I got 25%. 8:34, 25%. I think we just started charging. There we go. Let's see if we got a good charger. Yeah, it looks good. So, only have to charge about a little more than 50%. Let's see where it has us going to. So next stop is Salt Lake City. And yeah, Salt Lake City. Only need a 15-minute charge there. So, oh yeah, we're getting good charging speed. So probably, I don't know, we'll do maybe 15 minutes here. So I'm gonna go stretch my legs and be back. All right, so we're in Sippo, the Flying J. We've been charging for 8 minutes and we're already at 48%. We only need to get to about 55% and then we can hit the road. So far things have been going good. We only had that one hiccup at that charging station in Vegas. So I do this drive quite a bit, and a few weeks ago I did this drive in my Bronco and I spent about $250 in gas one way, so about $500 round trip. We have a Tesla as well, Model X Plaid, and that my wife did the drive last time. It was about $85 in supercharging, and then this came with 2 years of charging on Electrify America network, which is why I'm using Electrify America. So complimentary charging for half-hour sessions. And so far this trip isn't costing us a penny out of pocket, which is great. And one thing I really like about the EV, when you get to a gas station, you stand there at the pump for 5-10 minutes pumping, and then you have to park, go inside, use the restroom. Where with this, you just get to this charging station, plug in, and then go. You don't have to worry about it. So when I did the Bronco trip last time, I just drove straight through. I didn't stop and stretch my legs at all, and my legs were just like jelly by the time I got to the destination. And I was looking forward to doing it in this, because then also when I stop to charge, I have a few minutes to just chill out and mess around on my phone, do some work messages, work emails, and stuff like that. So I'm back in the car looking at the charging, and right now we're at 56% state of charge, and we'll go 140 miles, which, you know, that's an estimate. Charging's starting to slow down since we're at 56%. But so this is what I'm looking at. So the station we're going to next is here, let me go back, is this one. And you see our range kind of cuts out, but there's this charging station here in looks like it's Spanish Fork. We have enough charge to go there now, so I'm just gonna unplug and charge there, and then we don't have to wait anymore here, because to get to that station we're gonna have to charge a bit more, and I'd rather just hit the road and charge less time there. So let's go ahead and do that. So if I add this stop, we're gonna get there with 22% and only need a 15-minute charge. So let's go. All right, just got the Spanish Fork, 9:44, 33% state of charge. Waiting for this charger to spool up. It might be a slow one, so I might have to move again. There we go. Let's see. Come on. It said 50 when I plugged in. but it's supposed to be 150. Yeah. This does not look good. Yeah, I'm moving. Okay, just moved. Let's see. Alright, I've been charging less than 10 minutes. We got 120 miles of range, and we're going to get to Salt Lake City with 27%, so let's hit the road. So this is a nice station, 8 350 kilowatt chargers. It is 10:50 here, and there's no one here. So I don't think too many people have EVs around here. But if you charge at home, you wake up with a full tank every day, which is nice. Alright, so this is definitely my longest charge of the trip. We're at 26%, 26 minutes, 80%. I have just over 200 miles of range. I only got to go 50 miles, so I got plenty. So let's hit the road. Alright, we made it just before midnight Mountain Standard Time. We left from Pacific Time, so we added an hour. I left at about 9:30, so which was 10:30 this time, so about 13 and a half hours this took. We had one charging stop that took a lot longer than it should have, and I should have noticed that there was a charging station not too far away that we probably could have made it to if I didn't wait around, but oh well. But overall, it went really well. Spent no money out of pocket on charging, and so we're in my Bronco. I spent $250 getting here. Tesla about $85, and this nothing. I could see what it would have cost if I paid for it. I'll add that to this video later, and I'll also go over my charging time and all that stuff. So as you can see here, 732 miles, 35.5 kilowatt hour per 100 miles, and 11 hours of driving time. So that's it. Road trip in the Polestar, and there are a lot of other EVs that would have done this much better than this. This has good range, but the charging is maximum 150 kilowatt. A lot of the cars now have 350 kilowatt, so they charge a lot faster than this. Here's an overview of the whole trip. 732 miles from Southern California to Northern Utah. First stop was in Barstow, California. Charging time was just over 7 minutes, 15 kilowatt hours. Next stop was in Baker, California. Charged for 17 minutes and 38 seconds, added 36 kilowatt hours. The third stop is where we ran into a little bit of trouble with charging. We had to reconnect to the charger a few different times, but overall its charging time was 21 minutes and we added 31 kilowatt hours. The next stop was Mesquite, Nevada. We charged for 23 minutes, 26 seconds, added 41 kilowatt hours. Then we headed on to Cedar City, Utah. In Cedar City, we charged for 15 minutes and 48 seconds and added 24 kilowatt hours. Next, we head over to Beaver, Utah. Here we charged for about 16 minutes, added 30 kilowatt hours. From there, we went to Scipio, Utah. Here we charged for 14 minutes, added 21 kilowatt hours. Next stop was Spanish Fork, Utah. Here we charged for 8 minutes and 41 seconds, 17 kilowatt hours added. Our final stop was Salt Lake City, Utah. 27 minutes and 14 seconds, added 40 kilowatt hours. I wanted to charge as much as possible here so I could have as much charge when I reached the destination. So the total charge on Electrify America was $125.74. Since I have free charging with Polestar, my total out-of-pocket cost for the charging was $0. I wasn't charged anything for the charging. The total travel time was 14 hours and 23 minutes door to door. Driving time was 11 hours and 6 minutes, and charging time was 2 hours and 36 minutes. while it's charging, I was free to do anything I want. I could play on my phone. If you're traveling with kids, you could play with the kids, make sure their legs are getting some exercise. It's time actually well used. We did the same trip in the Tesla, and on the Tesla supercharging network, it costs $83.76. So it's a little bit less than the Electrify America network, but most people who are charging on Electrify America get some kind of charging plan with their car. So most people aren't paying cash out of pocket to charge on Electrify America. There are other networks out there that have different electricity costs. You could check those out as well. Right now, to go the same distance, the Tesla supercharging network was a significantly lower price. If we add what it costs us in the Bronco was about $250 in gas. I hope you liked the video. Safe travels.